Amy Kalnoki from Bitwave. You can find us online at bitwave.io. We started in 2018. We're the leading digital asset accounting, bookkeeping, tax tracking software. So everything a business needs to keep the financial books, records, stuff like that when they start transacting in cryptocurrencies and digital assets. So accounting for crypto can be really challenging, and none of the existing fiat accounting solutions can handle digital assets. And so Bitwave, we really sit between the blockchain and whatever you're doing your fiat accounting in, and give you, the tools to do revenue recognition, invoicing, and bookkeeping and expenses, things like that.
What are the primary challenges enterprise companies face when accounting for digital assets, and how does Bitwave address these challenges?
So the volume of data that you can generate when you're doing crypto transactions is huge. One of the enterprises, larger customers we work with, does like 40 billion transactions on the blockchain a year. And so if you think about the scale of that problem, you really need a software solution to handle that in a programmatic way. And so that's what Bitwave is. We help enable you to do the bookkeeping and tax tracking. You can use Bitwave to set rules, to kind of pre-categorize expenses or revenue events. And so really helping to bring all your blockchain data, all your transactional information into one central place, use the software to do the accounting. It helps save so much time. It would be unmanageable to do that on a spreadsheet or by hand without Bitwave.
That kind of mentioned my next question I had was pretty much explaining how Bitwave is bridging the gap between blockchain-based tech and traditional finance.
I mean, we have a deep two-way integration with the leading ERP and general ledger accounting solutions. So think, upmarket like NetSuite or Sage or QuickBooks or Xero. Really, wherever a business is doing their fiat accounting, they can continue to do their fiat accounting there. But we're really going to integrate. We're going to bring the chart of accounts, your expensive categories, contacts, anything like that into Bitwave and match that with the blockchain data, and then do a push back into your fiat accounting solution if that's how you want to do it.
How do you envision the future of digital assets in the global financial ecosystem, and what role do you see Bitwave playing in that future?
Yeah, for me, I find digital assets, I think of it as just such a great tool for innovation. It really is an exciting industry to be a part of because people are always working on something new and exciting. And for me, Bitwave, our goal is to enable enterprises to be able to embrace the blockchain technology and the future. And so we want to just make sure that it's not the finance department saying, whoa, time out, you can't do this blockchain project, or you can't do an NFT project, or whatever it is, pay this invoice in a stablecoin. Whatever it is that you want to do, we don't want the finance team to feel like they can't embrace that new technology and innovation because they can't meet their financial reporting obligations. With something like Bitwave, you can still, pass an audit. You can be compliant. You can stay on the right side of all the accounting guidance. You have a tool that you can use, and so you can really just move forward and be part of the digital asset revolution.
What technical innovations is Bitwave currently working on to improve its platform and services?
So for us, I really see B2B payments as a great use case for digital assets. If you think about something like a wire transfer, that is been around for 40 years, and you have to verify call and pay a fee, and it's just a kind of an archaic way of doing things. So for me, B2B payments on the blockchain with invoicing, with smart contracts, I think that stuff is so cool. And so for us, the piece that we help enable is making sure that's getting back and reconciled back into your accounting solution. So if you do want to send an invoice to maybe a vendor or contractor overseas and have them pay with a stable coin, you can do that, and you can still account for it on the other end.
That's amazing. How has the rise of NFTs impacted the business, and what specific solutions does Bitwave offer for NFT accounting?
NFTs are so interesting because you can use NFTs in so many different ways. If you think about it as more of like a ticketing or, provisioning, you can think of NFTs more like a collectible or an art, and if it's a utility token versus a collectible, those can have different tax treatments. And so for Bitwave, we really just make sure that our software is flexible and can account for things however our users think is the right way. So you would still work with your tax advisor to say, well, this collectible NFT, that's more like art, and that's going to be taxed this way, whereas this utility token really is maybe going to be taxed somewhere else. from our position at Bitwave, it doesn't matter. We built a software to allow you to do either.
That's great. My next set of questions are going to be a little bit more general, but you're free to bring them back.
Yeah.
So, can you share your perspective on the most significant developments in the blockchain space in the past year?
For me, I think all the L2s that are out already and continue to come out, I think that ones that focus on privacy, that's super interesting. Ones that are focusing on security and scalability and low transaction fees. So I really am excited about a lot of the stuff that people are building on top of the core blockchain.
How do you see the role of traditional finance institutions evolving with the rise of decentralized finance and blockchain technologies?
I think they're going to embrace more of blockchain, crypto, and DeFi. I think that we'll really see the next big wave of adoption when traditional financial players and institutions have fully embraced digital assets.
What do you see as the biggest challenge facing the adoption of blockchain technology, and how can the industry overcome them?
Yeah, I think that it's still that bit of regulatory, not having enough clarity. So I'm really excited about some of the new bills that are coming out, because businesses, they don't really like regulatory risk. Businesses and large enterprises and financial, institutions, they want to be on the right side of the law always. And so for me, really when digital assets have a clear framework and everyone knows the rules and the guidance and the regulations, that's when we'll really see widespread adoption. So the biggest challenge has been this kind of still gray area that we find ourselves in. So I'm excited by some of the bills that we're seeing in the legislature right now.
How do you envision the future of Web3 and what impact do you think it will have on the internet as we know it?
I just think there's so many cool things you can do. That's what's exciting about it. So I see from everyone from kind of peer-to-peer payments all the way up to, like I said before, B2B payments from big institutions of supply chain management and everything in between. There's so much possibility. It's all really exciting.
That's great. What advice would you give to new entrepreneurs entering the blockchain and crypto space?
I would say definitely get a good accounting system set up right away. We do work with folks who are maybe several months or a long time into their business. They've been taking revenue and they have to go back. And Bitwave will go back from the start of the wallet and help you account for anything that's moving in and out. But it's always easier if you have a good process set up from the get-go, have a good advisor, tax advisor, CPA, or someone helping you out. Get things set up from the get-go correctly. It'll save you a lot of time on the other end because you have to file your taxes, and if you don't have good records, it'll be a lot harder.